Good morning, friends, and happy 4th of July for today's PSCL coverage. North Stars and Chill for our Game 1 here today on this Sunday morning. Steve Granado alongside with you here from Palm Springs Stadium. Austin Stover's first pitch of the ball game will be rolled out towards second base, and right at 9 a.m., Dylan Baker grounds out to begin us here today. 94 degrees here and cloudy overhead. Here again, right on time. The ground out will go 4-3 on one pitch. Austin Stover on the bump here today for the Chill. That was Dylan Baker rolling out. Brings up Jackson Fuller. Glad you can join us here on this holiday for two-game action in the PSCL. 1 week from today, the PSCL playoffs begin as well, if you can believe that already. First pitch, another swinging, bouncing ball towards short. Derek Wagler handles, strong throw to first. Two pitches to get Baker and now Jackson Fuller. Well, before we get ran out of this inning, let's take a look defensively here for the Chill. Santiago Sandoval is in left field. John Lopez in center. JT Amaral, the right fielder. Preston Buck, the third baseman. Derek Wagler at short. Abraham Ramirez at second. Tres Sarmiento at first. And Blake Conrad behind the dish here today. That'll bring up Kyle Sakin. We'll get to the rest of the North Stars lineup here momentarily. Sakin, don't swing first pitch, please. Here's the first offering. Hey, there we go. Take a strike, 0-1. After Sakin goes Spencer Dickinson, Ryan Gervais, and Kenny Keller. Bottom part of the order for the North Stars: David Ryan, Derek LaFerriere, Josh Payton, and Alex Light. Nothing but strikes here for Stover. The 0-1 pitch coming home. Sakin takes one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin Stover making his 5th appearance, his 2nd start this year. Over the top of the head for a 3-1 count. He has tossed 8 innings in those 4 appearances this season, given up 4 earned, a whip of 2, 6 strikeouts, 6 walks for him thus far this season. Again, just his 2nd start. 3 balls and 1 strike here on Kyle Sakin. Looking for a 1-2-3 frame. Going to have to come back in the count here. Here it comes. Overthrown, fastball down and away. Pardon, that was a 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike. Base is empty with 2 outs in the top of the first. We're just underway. Fouled back, and that'll fill the count up here, 3-2. Kyle Sakin, of course, Cal State San Bernardino. We've seen him with the power this season. Here's a payoff pitch from Stover. This one cranked down the line but hooked foul near the batting cages. Well, if I'm Austin Stover, I'm not going to that spot again. We'll try another 3-2 count. A righty set and another payoff. And Sakin works himself a 2-out walk. Good at bat there for Kyle Sakin not to chase. I'll bring up Spencer Dickinson now with a runner aboard at first. Dickinson, the right fielder today. 11 games played in for him thus far. Just shy of 300 on the average. 7 hits in 24 at-bats for him. He'll take a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Again, happy Independence Day to all. Hopefully having a safe holiday here today, celebrating smartly and making sure to have a good time. Making sure everybody's safe. Runner aboard at first with 2 outs. The 0-1 to Dickinson. Check swing bouncer back towards the mound. Going to be an easy play for Stover. On an excuse me swing, the North Stars get a 2-out walk from Kyle Sakin, but don't do anything after. No runs, no hits, no errors. A runner left at first. A 0 here in the first inning. The Chill coming to the plate. It'll be Blake Conrad versus Kenny Keller when we come back. Chill coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. Blake Conrad, Abraham Ramirez, and John Lopez, the top of the order here for the boys in white. The North Stars in their blue tops and blue socks. And if you can tell, Ryan Gervais at first. American flag shorts here today, rocking it a little bit. Upstairs and away, 1-0 to Blake Conrad. This is the left-hander, Kenny Keller. We've seen Kenny a couple of times this year. This is his 5th appearance, 3rd start. We've seen him pitch very well on this field against the Grizzly back on June the 27th. As he misses down and in, he tossed a complete game, allowing just 2 earned, striking out 8 in that contest while taking the win. Again, that was June the 27th. Coming off of an 1-inning outing in which he gave up a hit and an earned run with 2 walks and a strikeout against the Rush 2 days ago, this past Friday. On its way to Conrad, the catcher grounds one towards second base. Stays true for Josh Payton. And the first batter retired here for the first out of the inning. All right, let's take a look now at the defense for the North Stars. In the outfield, David Ryan in left, Alex Light in center, and Spencer Dickinson, the right fielder, around the horn. Kyle Sakin mans third, the shortstop, Dylan Baker. Over at second, Josh Payton. The first baseman is Ryan Gervais. And the guy behind the plate, Derek LaFerriere. Abraham Ramirez to the plate now with 1 out. The base is clear. It's 0-0 bottom 1. Curveball misses off of the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. This is Abraham Ramirez, the right-handed second baseman. Keller works quickly. The 1-0 pitch got him to chase at that one, and it's 1-1. Abe at Otero Junior College in Colorado, 5'10", 160, a Los Lunas, New Mexico native. The 1-1 pitch to him is on the inside corner for a strike. He went to Valencia High School, which is also, of course, in New Mexico, a graduate of 2020. As he bats here with 1 out and the base is clear. Now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keller comes back with it now, and they ring him up on the inside edge. Down goes Ramirez looking. 4 pitches to get the second out, and there's 2 away for John Lopez. Kenny Keller, left-hander, 6', 170 out of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Swing and a miss here on Lopez, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, 0-0 ball game in front of us. The 0-1, another strike. That inside corner has been the bread and butter here in the first for Kenny Keller. Comes back 0-2 to Lopez. Rang him up on the outside corner, and Kenny Keller ain't messing around here on Independence Day. 1-2-3 gets out of the first with basically nothing, a grounder and 2 strikeouts. We go to the second, still zeros on the board. Sun begins to poke through on this Sunday morning through the cloud coverage here today. Ryan Gervais will lead things off in the top half of the second of a scoreless affair. As the right-hander comes home, Gervais takes one down and off the plate, and it's 1-0. 0-0. The North Stars had a base runner with 2 outs on a walk from Kyle Sakin, but Spencer Dickinson bounced out to the mound to end the inning. 1-0 off the end of the bat. He was out in front of it. Ryan Gervais donning the number 25 this season out of Santa Barbara City College. As he comes back to the plate here, 1-1. 7 games played, and this is number 8 for him. He's 6 for 15 this year. Good for a .400 average. Coming back now with the offering. Backed him away. Heads up. Ryan Gervais, Kenny Keller, and David Ryan due up here this inning. Stover for his second inning of work. The 2-1 pitch. Check swing, ask it. Yes, he did. 2-2. Just couldn't hold up. Gervais out of LA, 6'3", 225. PSCL All-Star last year. 2-2 pitch to him, and a breaking ball froze him on the outside edge. Austin Stover taking a page out of Kenny Keller's book and getting a strikeout looking here to begin the second. I get the feeling here today that pitching is going to be the name of the game in this one. Stover and Keller are already looking good here through the first inning plus. Speaking of which, that brings up Kenny Keller. And for the first time at Palm Springs Stadium this season, a pitcher will hit for himself. First offering to him is upstairs and away, 1-0. And weirdly enough today, it's not enough that we have our first pitcher hitting for himself in the PSCL on this field, but both teams are doing it. Both Keller and Stover will hit for themselves. The 1-0 misses upstairs and away, 2-0. We've seen it with the power games this year. Not for the Power themselves, but for their opponents a couple of times, just a handful of times. Count them on one hand. But we haven't seen it on this diamond this year. 2-0 is high. Coming back with it. That's a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Stover, and Kenny Keller is aboard. Try and help out his own cause as David Ryan comes to the plate. So Keller bats 6th. Austin Stover bats 10th for the Chill. David Ryan, the left fielder, batting 7th in the lineup here today with 1 aboard and 1 out. We're still scoreless in the top of the second as the sun continues to slide in and out playing peekaboo here today. First offering finds the outside corner, and it's 0-1. David Ryan out of Monterey Peninsula College, 6'4", 205. Runner at first. Coming home. 0-1 is high above the letters. 1 ball and 1 strike. Decent little crowd on hand here for this Independence Day. There is no power game tonight. There are no power games on Sundays. So it didn't change here today. Of course, the PSCL uncommitted game was last night, which will have another one of those on Tuesday. Nice stop by Blake Conrad. I don't know how he was able to make that stop with his wrist turned inward like that. Didn't go to the backhand, but was still able to slide across and pick it. Amazing that didn't hit off the meaty part of his mitt. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's a very awkward angle for a catcher. 2-1 pitch is high and tight. 3-1. Already have Major League action going here today. The Dodgers already playing this morning, especially for us. They started at 8:30 our time this morning, 11:30 in D.C., which also feels a little weird that D.C. isn't playing a night game to have some fireworks. I guess the Dodgers got to get out of there and head on to the next trip. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2 on David Ryan. Runner gets a massive jump, but it doesn't matter because it's ball 4 in the dirt. Kenny Keller got a perfect read there on Stover. But again, ball in the dirt. That's the third walk issued in 2 innings here. 7 faced. Puts him on first and second. They're going to chat with him. Be an opportunity here for Derek LaFerriere. Stover looked really good through the first 5 batters and now has walked to back to back. So if you are the North Stars right now, take advantage. You don't know if Stover's going to find that groove almost immediately hereafter. So take advantage when you get a gift. Still 0-0. We're in the second, and there's only 1 out. Stover is searching for the ground ball. Again, this is his 5th outing of the year. Get a couple of more in this week. Again, PSCL playoffs begin 1 week from today. Will last from the 11th to the 14th, championship game on the 14th. Heads up. So the last day of the season for the Power is coming up on the 17th, which is just 13 days away now. 1-0 on the catcher, LaFerriere. Stover coming back. Didn't give him the outside corner. It's 1 becoming 2. 2-0. Game 1 here. Game 2 is at 11:30. Lumberjacks and Blue Sox coming up after this one. Stover trying to get back in the count. That's not going to do it. It'll move up the runners as well. Wild pitch to put Keller on third and Ryan on second, and it's 3-0 on LaFerriere. This is a big spot right here. Again, it looked like we were going to have ourselves a bit of a pitcher's duel, but Stover has lost the strike zone here in the second inning. Going to clean off the plate here as we wait. LaFerriere has driven in 1 run this season in 7 games. So right here, 1 swing could bring in 2 and triple his total. They play back on the infield, conceding a run for an out. But it's 3-0. High for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Josh Payton. They will play corners in here and hope to turn a double play up the middle. So Wagler, the shortstop, and Ramirez, the second baseman, are playing behind the bag at second. And the corners are in, a Buck at third and Sarmiento at first. Josh Payton with a big opportunity to get the North Stars on the board first here in the second inning. First pitch, 1 ball and no strikes. Upstairs it rolls. Josh Payton has driven in nobody yet this year. This is his 7th game played and is looking for his first RBI. This is the moment. On the edge for a strike. I believe he changed his mind. So 1-1 or 2-0. Looked like he went to call a strike, but shaking his head thereafter. Bit of a mixed signal here. Is it 1-1 or is it 2-0? Runners everywhere here with just 1 out. Down and off of the plate now. Three straight walks after a strikeout looking to begin the inning. So they did change their mind. It's 3-0 here. I give Peyton the green light if he gets something over the plate. 3-0 pitch. No, he didn't get the green light. 3-1. Got to come back in the count now. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, down and away. A bases loaded walk. That's 4 straight. And the North Stars will take the first lead today. It's 1-0. Again, out of nowhere, Austin Stover was sitting pretty. He had that 1-out walk in the first. Remember, he got 2 outs on 2 pitches to begin this game. He got a pair of ground outs to the middle infielders. But all of a sudden has lost the strike zone. And this is where you can start aiming a little bit, get in your own head about it. Alex Light, the next guy up. See how long they ride with Stover here, but if he keeps this up, his day may end sooner rather than later. He's battling out there. Runners everywhere. 1 out. Alex Light, the center fielder, batting 10th. It's 1-0 North Stars. Didn't catch the corner. He's just off the plate with that one. 1 ball and no strikes. One out to Light. Gave him that one on the down and out portion of the plate. 1-1. Alex Light out of Lewis Clark State. 5'11", 180 from Lewiston, Idaho. Right-hander 1-1. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. There's still only 1 out, but of course, with the bases juiced, 1 ground ball sends you back to the dugout. If Austin Stover can get that, no harm, no foul, just 1 run across. But he's got to work here. And he's got to work down in the zone, something he hasn't been doing here in this inning. 2-1 pitch. Good take there by Light. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Ryan at third, LaFerriere at second, Peyton at first. They will slowly start getting some movement down in the Chill bullpen. But again, this is not what you wanted. Only an inning and a third right now. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball to short. This could get him out of it. Takes a big hop. Wagler, Ramirez back to first. It's offline. 1-1. Now 2 runs will score, and it's 3-0. Well, he got the ground ball, but his infield could not turn the double play. So it's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Alex Light to bring home David Ryan. Out at second is Josh Payton. It goes 6-4 on the putout. And then with that throwing error brings home LaFerriere. Man, well, Alex Light got what he was looking for. It was a little slower. Ramirez had to rush the throw, thus the throwaway. So it'll go E4 on the play. And 3 runs home here for Dylan Baker. First pitch lined into left field, a base knock. Believe it or not, that is the first hit for the North Stars. Hustling up to third base is Alex Light. He tested the arm of Sandoval and wins the bet. So that again is the first hit for the North Stars. Now have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Jackson Fuller. Big inning. We'll see if they can get a couple of more. Fuller rolled over on 1 pitch back in the first inning. Breaking ball high and tight. We haven't seen a ton of those out of Stover yet. He's been mostly going fastballs here today. See if that breaking ball brings him any more luck. It's been a labored second. So Light at third, Baker at first. We'll see if Baker tries to take off. He bluffs, pitches down and in, 2-0. Remember, the chill went down in order against Kenny Keller, a guy we've seen go the distance this season already and look really good doing it. On the corner for strike 1, 2-1. The most Keller has given up in a single game this year is 3, and it was his first outing all the way back on June the 19th. So a guy's track record, albeit shortened because everyone's is, but still hasn't had that such bad luck yet this year. 2-1, runner goes. Pitches in the dirt, tough to throw on. Throw down to second. He's safe, and coming in to score on the throwdown. They took a gamble. Alex Light comes in, and his speed comes into play. It's a 4-0 North Stars lead. That goes as a double steal. And the count is 3-1 on Jackson Fuller. Runner goes for third now. High and tight. Ball 4. Throw down to third base. He kept his foot on the bag. No, he came back off. His hand was off of the bag. He stuck his foot back. Vehemently arguing is Dylan Baker, but they're going to say he is thrown out at third to end the inning. But 4 across on a hit, and error comes into play, so only 3 earned against Austin Stover. But the North Stars do damage. We go to the bottom of the second. Kenny Keller working with a 4-0 lead. Chill now looking up at 4 as we go to the bottom of the second. First pitch to Julian Payne, the extra hitter out of the cleanup spot, takes it outside from Kenny Keller. The 1-0 is a changeup there on the inside edge, 1-1. Julian Payne, Preston Buck, and Santiago Sandoval will try and get the Chill offense going. Came in on the hands, got a foul ball, and it's 1-2. So again, 4 runs came across in the top half of the second. It was 5 walks in the inning for Austin Stover, who, man, he just could not find the strike zone. Here's a foul ball. Ooh, that got the umpire. Played umpire clearly shaken up. That one caught him on the shoulder, may have caught a piece of the skin. There's that padding. Obviously have a chest protector, but there is a little bit of room where your shoulder blade can come out right between your neck. I think that's where it got him up high. Hopefully we're wishing our best here to Alton to shake it off here. You're never ready for that. When you go to umpiring school, one of the first things they do for you is grab tennis balls and throw them directly at you in the face while you're wearing a mask to teach you not to flinch. Just over and over and over and over again. You're never supposed to flinch. It is a extremely important part of the job. And that's a big thumbs up, and that's a good sign. If you flinch, you miss the pitch. Supposed to submerge those primitive instincts. One of the parts of the craft that a lot of people kind of forget when you're watching from the outside. You don't think, how many times do you flinch? Little check swing into left. And that's the first base runner for the Chill. Kenny Keller left a pitch up in the zone, and Julian Payne just put it the other way. So a leadoff single will bring up Preston Buck. Buck, the third baseman, out of the 5 spot. Misses downstairs, 1-0. Runner aboard at first. It's 4-0 North Stars with the Chill batting here in the home half of the inning. See what Payne does over at first. 2 balls and no strikes. Both of them downstairs. Again, the sun continues to peek in and out here today. Tons of cloud coverage, but it's not evenly dispersed. 2-0 pitch is upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Kenny Keller all of a sudden. Lefty set. Comes back 3-0. Gave him the green light. Preston Buck fouls it straight back. He was right on that fastball. Off of the plate. That one fouled back for strike 2. I think they may have missed a walk here. Unless they called one of those balls a strike without us knowing, but it sure looked like it wasn't. It's still a full count, however. No one seemed to protest, so we'll see. Full count, runner at first, and nobody out. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. Kenny Keller comes back and puts down Buck for his 3rd punch out in 5 faced. That puts 1 away for Santiago Sandoval. Again, for our friends at home, we're still dealing with no scoreboard here at Palm Springs Stadium. So it always keeps it a little bit tougher to keep track of the count. Inside with this one, 1 ball and no strikes. Sandoval, the left fielder, a runner aboard at first. Lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see if, again, Julian Payne decides to take off here. Kenny Keller heard me. Payne does not have a stolen base attempt this year. 2 balls and no strikes. On the corner for a strike. Four runs in the top of the frame. North Stars only put up 1 hit. Chill have a hit here in this inning. Their first base runner still at first. Not much of a lead for Payne. Lined out of play. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Steve Granado with you here today. Riding solo on this Independence Day morning. Hopefully your weekend is safe and fun, and you have some plans here today to maybe go to the pool, grill something up. Just relax, watch some baseball today. I know as soon as we're done here in the PSCL, that's my plan. Watch a little baseball, maybe hang out at the pool a little bit later, so long as it's not too hot. Little tapper roller, first base. They pick it up, and ball is dropped. That's a fair ball. Throw back to second, tag is late. Kenny Keller decided to pick up that baseball. He saw the writing on the wall. That was going to stay true to the line and never roll foul. That had top spin and was rolling up the line. It was going to be bang, bang, so Keller had to rush it. I'll give an infield single to Santiago Sandoval. So it puts runners on first and second with just one out. Derek Wagler now will try to scratch across a run here, try and continue this inning with one away. First pitch, he fouls it backwards over the top of our heads and out of the stadium, 0-1. Had Sandoval not busted it out of the box, he easily would have been out. You got to give him credit. That's why I gave him the hit. Down and away, 2 balls, or rather 1 ball and 1 strike. Derek Wagler this season, 11 for 17. You heard that right, 11 for 17. He's batting .647 on the year. He fouls this one back for strike 2. 3 RBIs in 9 games played in this year, and has a great chance for the Chill right here to use that hitting prowess to his advantage and to the Chill's advantage, trailing 4-0. Payne at second, Sandoval at first. 1-2 from Keller. Down and off the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Derek Wagler has yet to strike out this year in his previous 9 games, 21 plate appearances. This year, number 22. Keller trying to do something no one's been able to do before. And he fouls this one off as a tough out. He has only made 4 outs this year. Again, in those 9 games played. He chokes up with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Doesn't take it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bouncer back towards the mound. Keller again forced to field this position with his momentum taking him across the line. He gets him at first. Kenny Keller. 2 tough plays for him breaking off of the mound. He's able to get Wagler at first for the 2nd out. Both runners advance to scoring position. That was a very tough play with the runner going down the line and Keller leaning because of the run up in foul territory. That made his window on the throw to first extremely small. Had to throw it perfectly to Gervais, who didn't even have to stretch. So that puts runners on second and third for JT Amaral. He takes one upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Amaral, the right fielder of choice today, with a couple of on and 2 out. Trying to keep that 0 up. On the corner, 1-1. Amaral out of the University of San Francisco. Trying to get a job done here for the Chill. He'll foul this one back as it nicks the netting out of play. Amaral, slow start for him, 2 for 19. He has, however, driven in 3 this year. Coming back, high and away. One swing and Amaral could cut the lead in half. A bigger swing cuts it to 1. Up and away. Couldn't get that on top for Keller. He lets it flip out with his shoulder dropping. 2-2 your count. Keller trying to get out of this jam. Check swing and got him to go around. So Amaral down on strikes, and they will leave runners on second and third to end the second inning. That 0 still on the board. Keller works through it here in the frame. We go to the third inning. 4-0 North Stars. Kyle Sakin will lead off the top of inning number 3. He drew a walk in the first. It's 4-0 North Stars. Comes back to the plate for a second time today. First pitch to him catches the corner, and it's 0-1. That's a good start for Austin Stover, who was laboring through the second. Ended up facing 8 batters, and the real harsh moment on him, he walked 5 in that inning. The 4 runs that scored, 3 of them got on base on a walk as a ground ball to left field, and Kyle Sakin has his first hit of the day. It's a single through the infield. Much similar like we saw Julian Payne begin the bottom of the second. So Sakin begins with a knock. And Spencer Dickinson, who bounced out to end the first inning, will come to the plate. 4 runs on now 2 hits for the North Stars. They have not committed an error and have left 2 on the base paths. First pitch to Dickinson is a strike. For the Chill, no runs so far on 2 hits, 1 error. That cost a run in the second inning. They have left 2. One out of play. 1-2. Here on Spencer Dickinson, out of the cleanup spot today. Went to Rancho Mirage High School and a native of Rancho Mirage. He chased this one outside, and that will be the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for Austin Stover. Had good tail on it as it ran away from Dickinson. 12-inch run there for Austin Stover on the fastball. Ryan Gervais to the plate. He went down looking to begin the second. Got underneath it and lifts it a mile to left. Sandoval waits, and he's got it for the second out. That'll bring up Kenny Keller. He kick-started what was a tough bout for Stover of 4 straight walks. He also scored the first run of the ball game. It's still 4-0 North Stars as they continue to bat here in the top of the third. Runner at first with 2 outs. Keeps an eye on the runner at first. That's Kyle Sakin. Keller lines one into left field for a base hit. So 2 singles to left. That's 3 balls in 4 batters to left field. They're all just going that way right now. Keller the opposite way. Sakin pulled it. David Ryan to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Sakin, by the way, just 1 for 1 in stolen bases this year in the PSCL. He leads the pack at second base. David Ryan walked and scored on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Takes a strike as he backs out of the zone 0-1. When the Chill come back to bat in their half of the third, Trace Sarmiento will lead things off. Austin Stover follows, and then Blake Conrad. 9, 10, and 1. Said 11. Coming back to David Ryan. Will get a swing and a miss for strike 2. Looking for his 3rd strikeout is Stover. Right-hander hoping for a much cleaner 3rd inning. Way ahead here. Can do a lot to Ryan. Here's the 0-2. Went upstairs. And it's 1-2. Ring him up on the outside edge and pick the outside corner. David Ryan goes down. That's a 2nd strikeout. Looking 3rd strikeout overall for Austin Stover. He picks up a pair, gives up 2 singles, but nothing further. We go to the bottom of 3. Still 4-0 North Stars. Chill come back for the bottom of the third inning, hoping to get on the board here. Tres Sarmiento will lead things off. Then it's Austin Stover and Blake Conrad to follow. They had 2 on there in the second inning, but were unable to come across. Got a bounce out and a strikeout to end the inning. First pitch misses, 1-0. Kenny Keller back out for his third inning of work here today. Misses 2-0. Again, Major League action already underway. We'll see what's going on in the bigs. Check in on the Dodgers out in D.C. A couple of morning games. About to get underway, as a matter of fact. Here's a swing and a miss. Dodgers and Nationals right now are tied at 1. They're in the bottom of the 5th out in our nation's capital. Matt Beatty hit a solo shot. Starlin Castro has driven in the only run for the Nationals with an RBI single. Here's a bouncer towards short. Taking the hop is Baker. The throw to first is in time. Ground out goes 6-3. So again, it's 1-1 Dodgers and Nationals. They are wrapping up that series. The Dodgers will be on the road again tomorrow. Walker Buehler will take the ball. They head down to Miami. And will face off with the Marlins starting tomorrow for that set. Swing and a miss. This is Austin Stover. First time we see him bat again today. First time we see a pitcher hit for himself. And it happens to be on both sides of the baseball. 0-1 here on Stover. Coming back to him. Outside 1-1. Going to be a pretty cool matchup today in Anaheim at 1 o'clock. The Angels and Orioles will face off. That's not the big story. The big story today, former Cal State Fullerton Titan Thomas Eshelman will get the start for the Orioles. Foul ball, and it's 1-2. Everybody getting animated for this one. But Eshelman, of course, went to Fullerton, which is about 10 minutes away from Angel Stadium. To my recollection and knowledge, I believe this will be the first time Eshelman ever makes a start against the Halos in that ballpark. So that's got to be a real cool homecoming. Got to imagine there's going to be tons of Eshelman fans there today. Foul tipped, he's still alive, 1-2. So keep your eye on that one. The Angels will give the ball to Patrick Sandoval. They're looking to sweep that series. They'll welcome in the Red Sox tomorrow. And what will sure be a good showcase. Tied him up inside for strike 3. Blake Conrad to the plate after Stover strikes out. That's a 5th strikeout for Kenny Keller. There's 2 away. So again, excited for that one. Keep your eye on that 1 o'clock game. We should be almost done at that point, so you won't have to miss too much. PSCL action today. Our second game will finish roughly around 1:30, 2 o'clock. You can flip on the Halo game. Catch a Fullerton alum, Thomas Eshelman at Angel Stadium. That's going to be fun. Blake Conrad, 2 up, 2 down. That's 3 in a row retired for Kenny Keller. Scratch it, 4 in a row retired. A ball downstairs, 1-0. Conrad grounded out his last time up. We're in the bottom of the third inning, 2 outs, nobody on. The Chill trailing right now, 4-0 to the North Stars. Out of play, 1-1. When the Stars bat in their half of the 4th, it'll be Derek LaFerriere to lead things off, the catcher out of the 8th spot. Lined out of play, 1-2. Some weak contacts. The only hard contact we really saw was Julian Payne's leadoff single in the second against Keller. Everything else has been weak contact. They've been late a lot. Kenny Keller's not a guy that's blowing anybody away, but he finds his spots well with 2 strikes. They thought that was strike 3. It's 2-2. Just missed the corner. Ground ball to second base. Handled by Peyton. And that's a 1-2-3 frame, 5 in a row for Kenny Keller. He continues with this one as we go to the fourth. It's still 4-0 Stars. Derek LaFerriere will lead things off as we go to the top of the fourth inning. 1-2-3, bottom of the third for Kenny Keller. And see if the North Stars can add a couple more with a 4-0 advantage. 1-0 on its way, misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Got some breaking news here today. Joey Chestnut has won the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest once more here on the 4th of July, setting a new record, world record, 76 hot dogs eaten. Congratulations, Joey Chestnut. On the corner, strike one, 3-1. Lined out to left field, pulled for a base hit, maybe more. It dunks in, it'll round first and head for second. Throw coming in from Sandoval, close, and got him. Nice toss by Santiago Sandoval, cutting down the Ferriere, trying to stretch it. So give LaFerriere a single, but caught advancing. It goes 7-4 on the putout. Josh Payton to the plate. On the women's side, Michelle Lesko wins the women's Nathan's hot dog eating contest with 30 3/4 hot dogs eaten. Of course, the Nathan's contest, which has been going on for eons at this point and has turned into a national holiday in its own right, popped up. Third base side, who's going to get there? The shortstop, Wagler, is out. The left fielder, Sandoval, pulls it in. And there's 2 gone. Brings up Alex Light. Today they added a new competition, a chugging challenge. And none other than YouTube superstar Eric Badlands Booker won that. He is one of the absolute best chuggers in the world. And, of course, he wins the first annual chugging contest. Congrats, Badlands. Great YouTuber, might I add. That's the 6th title in a row for Joey Chestnut. Down and away. He had, in the first minute, Chestnut ate 12 hot dogs in 1 minute. 12 hot dogs in 1 minute. Soft liner and just out of the reach of Ramirez. Got into the outfield grass, and Alex Light has the 4th hit of the day for the North Stars. What could I eat 12 of in 1 minute? Maybe like almonds? A little bit smaller than a hot dog. By the time Chestnut hit 40, nobody had hit 30. So, I mean, that's just the pace that he's always on. He's usually like 10 to 20 ahead of everybody at some point. It's truly ridiculous and truly remarkable. What an athlete. Coming home, check swing, call it a strike on the outside edge. It's 4-0 here. See how many hot dogs I can eat by the end of this one. I guarantee it's not going to be 76. I don't care how hungry I am. 1-1 the count on Dylan Baker, who calls time. Baker 1 for 2 today, a single, was caught stealing third to end the second inning. We're in the top of the 4th. It's 4-0 North Stars. All 4 runs coming in the second. Runner takes off, pitches a ball. He tripped. So that'll be a stolen base for Alex Light. Here are the top 3 finishers, by the way, officially. Nick Wary comes in at number 3, a minuscule 44 hot dogs eaten. Jeffrey Esper finishes in second place with 50. And then it's Joey Chestnut running away again. 26 above second place with 76. Come on, man. Come on. Secondary lead. Stover will just step off. High. Baker also grounded out in the first inning, by the way. This is 3rd time up now, 3rd time through the order. No action in either pen. This one cranked to left. Well foul. Perhaps the hardest hit ball since we saw Kyle Sakin do a very similar thing back in the 3rd inning. Two strikes here on Baker. 3 punch-outs for Stover today. Coming home with it. Breaking ball sat on, popped up. Right side of the diamond. Amaral camps under. And with his eyes staring into the blue sky, he'll make the grab for the final out of the inning. So a couple of hits here for the North Stars. Derek LaFerriere tried to stretch it into a double, but was caught. So that flyout ends the top of the 4th. We've reached the halfway point of this one to the bottom of 4. 4-0 North Stars. Looks like we'll get some changes here. New third baseman, or at least moving to third base. Spencer Dickinson takes over for the North Stars at third base. Abraham Ramirez will lead off this bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Keller, a strike called, and it's 0-1. So again, Dickinson is now at third base, which means we'll have a new right fielder who we can't make out just yet. High and away. 1-1. Just got a piece of it, did Ramirez. He struck out looking back in the first. It's still Alex Light in center. All the infield looks to be the same. So again, we're just waiting for the right fielder to turn his back so we can see who it is. 1-1 now. Spiked it. 2-1. Four to nothing. North Stars leading. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 4th of July today. Ground ball to short. Baker's got it. Throw to first is dug out by Gervais, and there's one away. The new right fielder is Jackson Fuller, who was the designated hitter. So Jackson Fuller is now in right field. First pitch is fouled off by John Lopez. He also struck out back in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. Just the second time through the order here for Kenny Keller. Do have action in the Chill bullpen. Next one misses. 1-1. That's J.D. Day warming up for the Chill. 1-1 coming home to Lopez. Going to hit him in the ankle. That'll be the first hit batter of the ball game. That breaks up 6 in a row retired by Kenny Keller. Gives the Chill offense a bit of life with the runner aboard here with 1 out. Had a good opportunity in the second inning with first and second with 1 out. Got a bouncing ball to get the out, and then Amaral struck out to end the inning. That's really the only true chance in this ball game that the Chill have had to score. We'll get a courtesy runner, I believe, for John Lopez. Or he'll pinch run, I beg your pardon. That's Jared Grenz running at first. He now takes off. And that pitch is in the air, out of play. So Jared Grenz is pinch running for John Lopez, wearing the number 3. 4-0 North Stars. We're in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out and 1 on. Coming home with it. Ground ball back up the middle. Keller's got it and sails the throw. Was a tailor-made inning-ending double play. Instead, now the Chill have an opportunity with first and second and just 1 out. Well, you can kind of see the frustration there from Keller. He knows he had an inning-ending double play and just didn't finish the throw. Just didn't finish. He won all the way, and the chance for the Chill now to try and take advantage. That'll be the first air charged. First pitch in the air to center field. Alex Light is there. Off of the bat of Preston Buck. And he wastes no time here for the second out. Sandoval reached on an interesting single his last time up. He rolled it up along the first base line. The pitcher, Kenny Keller, made the decision to field it once he saw the writing on the wall that it wasn't going to roll foul. By the time he did that, he had to rush an attempted tag. Runner takes off for third. Liner back towards the mound off the glove of Keller. Charging in Baker, off balance throw to first, and Gervais picks it at the bag to end the inning. What a wild play to end the 4th. 1-6-3 with the dig out to keep a 0 up. We go to the 5th. It's 4-0 North Stars. That's going to be the end of the line for Austin Stover. Ends up going 4 innings today and giving way to a right-hander. This is Dawson Driscoll, the right-hander, taking over on the hill right now for the Chill. They trail at 4-0. The first pitch of the inning is going to be a breaking ball for a strike. This is Jackson Fuller. He is now the right fielder, was primarily before the DH. The 0-1 is going to be lifted out of play. Final line here for Austin Stover. I'm getting it for you. Ended up getting charged with 4 runs, only 3 of which were earned. He walked 6, but 5 of them were in the second inning. Didn't walk one in either the third or fourth. He ends up striking out 3 today and giving up 5 hits. So again, that's 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts today. No hit batters. He exits for Driscoll and is the pitcher of record right now for the Chill. Ball in the dirt. Batters due up this inning: Jackson Fuller, Kyle Sakin, and Spencer Dickinson, 2, 3, and 4. Leading at 4-0. Glad you're with us here on this Sunday. Steve Granado alongside with you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kick deal, here it comes to the right fielder. Breaking ball up in the zone will be lifted out towards right center. 3 men converge, and it's the second baseman, Ramirez, to go all the way out and make the grab. And there's now 1 out here in the inning. It's a long run. Beg your pardon, that's J.D. Day now. First pitch is not a strike. 1-0. Yeah, that's now J.D. Day, the second baseman. So welcome to the ball game, J.D. Day. That was a long run for you. Got his leg work in. We'll see if there's any other defensive changes here for the Chill. Check swing, he went. 1-1. Good breaking ball, snapped it for a strike. 1-2 your count. Looking for the first strikeout. Sat on and pulled it into left field. Long run over again, and reaching out to make the sliding grab at the track for the second out of the inning. That was Santiago Sandoval, who had to go a mile to get to that one. And Sakin just missed that. Soft pitch up in the zone. Brings up Spencer Dickinson, the third baseman. First pitch is grounded sharply to short. Wagler there. His throw on the money, and that's a 1-2-3 frame here for Dawson Driscoll. That's the first 1-2-3 inning here for the Chill pitching staff. We go to the bottom of 5. Still 4-0 North Stars. Derek Wagler will lead off the bottom of the fifth as the North Star is still blanking the chill, and it's because of Kenny Keller. First pitch fouled off, and it's 0-1. Of course, it also is part big time because of Dylan Baker's quick reflexes to end that bottom of the fourth on a 1-6-3 ending ground out. 0-1 flared out to left field. Ryan giving chase, and he's not going to get there. That's a fair ball on the chalk line. And a leadoff double for Derek Wagler as he slides in safely. Just put it perfectly placed on that line. They'll take it. First extra base hit of the ball game. On either side. JT Amaral struck out swinging to end the second. His second time up, trying to do some damage. Again, trying to break out of a slow start is Amaral. Had runners on second and third with 2 outs before he was the final out of the inning. 1-0 to him. Amaral waves at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Amaral fouls it back. He went to Palma High School, graduated this past year, 2021, or I guess this year, this past couple of months. Was a 3-sport athlete at Palma High School, also played basketball and football. Now, of course, focusing on baseball. Inside with this one, 2-2. Amaral, like many others here in the PSCL, having a fun time this summer. I know I am too. In the dirt, full count. Ground ball sharply to third base. Dickinson scoops. He's going to throw to second base. They didn't get him. They thought they had Wagler drifting off of second base. The throw by Dickinson was a gamble for certain. That'll go as a fielder's choice to let Amaral reach first, and they don't get an out. Gutsy move there by Spencer Dickinson. So first and second for Sarmiento. He grounded out his last time up. And another big chance here for the Chill, who haven't really gotten those opportunities. First and second, nobody out. This is their best chance of the day. Up and away, 1 ball, no strikes. You can call it a mistake. You can call it a gamble. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But anyway you slice the cake, it's still first and second. Nobody out. Ground ball weakly towards first. Gervais bobbles it as one play will step on the bag. Ground out goes 3 and assisted, and both move up here to second and third with 1 out. It'll be Dawson Driscoll coming to the plate. He came in for Stover and now bats 10th. First pitch flared out towards right, long run in, sliding out of the glove of Fuller and in right field. A run across, and it's the first one charged here. 4-1 now. The Chill finally break through here in the 5th. Dawson Driscoll wastes no time with an RBI single to right. Amaral had to hold up to see if that ball was going to be caught. He gets as far as third base. Back to the top of the order now. Get a courtesy runner at first. That's back to Jared Grenz, by the way. So he is just the roving courtesy runner. Blake Conrad to the plate, represents the tying run here in the 5th. Foul back, 0-1. Conrad, 2 groundouts today. He's 0 for 2. So they put 2 runs up in the second, now 2 hits up in the second, and 2 hits up here in the 5th. Runner goes for second, pitches upstairs, throw down is picked off. Oh, wow. Kenny Keller sticks his glove out and steals a throw down to second. That could have fooled me. That was maybe one of the best fakes. I don't know if that was the plan. But Kenny Keller just stole it out of the sky when it was sailing to second. I mean, they had no chance at getting Grenz at second base. But still. Out of play. Normally that play by design, which has certainly disappeared, it seems like, the hard throw to the pitcher's mound to try and see if the runner at third breaks for the plate. But that was maybe the best sold you'll ever see, because I don't think that was the plan. Conrad unloads down the left field line. If it's fair, it's extras in trouble. It's fair. Here comes 2 across. And up to second is Conrad. It's a 1-run ball game. Damage done here against the almighty Kenny Keller, who was cruising through 4. And all of a sudden, the Chill bats come to life here in the 5th. 2-run double for Blake Conrad. Scores Amaral and Grenz. And there's still only 1 out. Tying run in scoring position for Ramirez. Or rather, this is now J.D. Day. J.D. Day, who came in defensively last inning for Ramirez, will come to the plate for the first time. Ramirez ended up going 0 for 2. The infield is going to chat here with Kenny Keller. Three runs in the frame on 3 hits, including 2 doubles. We are slowly starting to run out of time in this one. 30 minutes until we hit the 2-hour mark. Up and away here to J.D. Day. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, took over for Ramirez at second base. Two and 0. Still nobody moving in the North Stars bullpen. They're letting Kenny Keller work with it here. Trying to work out of this jam. See how he responds to a couple of runs up on the board. 2-0 pitch. Got him to lift it on the infield. This is going to be a big help. There's 2 outs. Back to the plate, John Lopez is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and struck out. Lopez entering today was batting .471, reaching base at a .560 clip through his first 9 games. First pitch to him. Lopez lifts it right side, foul territory. They could get out of it here. Gervais at the line, reaches and dropped it. Falls in foul territory. Actually, it looks like Gervais is now in the bullpen warming. So that's Eric Kelly now at first base. Eric Kelly is at first base. Two-strike pitch is rolled to short. It'll be picked up here by Baker, and he'll throw to first base to end the inning. But 3 on the board, a big 2-run double from Blake Conrad following a Dawson Driscoll RBI single. And the Chill have made it a ball game. We go to the top of the 6th, 4-3 North Stars. Got ourselves a brand new ball game to the top half of the 6th, and the North Stars lead has been trimmed from 4-1. It's now a 4-3 contest. We'll see if they can get a couple on the board here. It'll be Eric Kelly to lead things off, who again was in defensively for Ryan Gervais. Take 1-1-0. Gervais ended up going 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. Driscoll's pitch is in for a strike. He had a 1-2-3-5 rather simply with 2 outs in the air and 1 on the ground. Pitchers of record right now are the starters. Thrown away. Eric Kelly, followed by Kenny Keller and David Ryan. Two-strike pitch will be lifted into center field. Moving back on it is Lopez, and he'll make the grab. That's 4 up, 4 down for Derek Driscoll, or Dawson Driscoll. Can't even read my own writing. Kenny Keller had a single in the 3rd. He walked and scored in the 2nd. So 1 for 1 today. First game of 2 again coming up at 11:30 here today. Lumberjacks and Blue Sox, our last game of the day here on the 4th of July. Keller gave up those 3 runs, all earned in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if he can help out the cause again. First pitch, back up the middle. He will help out the cause. 1 out single, 2nd hit of the game, and Keller has reached base 3 times. Not doing too much today. Putting the bat on the ball. David Ryan struck out looking in the 3rd inning. He walked and scored in the 2nd. Time-wise, where are we at right now? Good question. Hour 38. here in the top of the 6th. We could potentially wrap up this whole ball game in 7 innings. And of course, the Chill are trailing and the home team. So if we start the 7th, they're going to want to play the bottom. This one popped off the end of the bat backwards and out of room just barely. Just barely out of room. Blake Conrad giving it a look. Looks like a couple of more changes. Preston Buck is now the first baseman. And Bryce Sermonelli is at third. Pitch is going to miss for a ball. So Bryce Sermonelli, the new third baseman. He just entered the ball game. And moving from third to first is Preston Buck. Breaking ball off of the plate. Two balls and one strike here. 5-4, North Star still leading. We're in the 6th. One out, one on. 2-1 is corked to left field. It's going to fall in front of Sandoval. Back-to-back singles here with one down to begin the 6th. Derek LaFerriere is 1 for 1. Like many, walked and scored in the 2nd. There was 5 walks issued in that 2nd inning. All 4 runs across for the North Stars. That's why they still hold this slim 4-3 margin. LaFerriere did single, try to stretch it in the double to be the first out of the 4th inning. So he's 1 for 1. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Both sides quiet in their bullpens. We did see Ryan Gervais tossing there in the bottom of the 5th. He is no longer. Make it 3 balls and no strikes. Three and 1. Walk here loads the bases. Lazy fly ball out towards center and no man's land. Racing in and diving to make the grab is Lopez. They will double him off at second to end the inning. What a play by John Lopez. Just saved a run, if not a big frame. That'll do it here. The double off. Kenny Keller was trying to score on the play, but John Lopez steals away the 6th. We go to the bottom of the inning. North Stars clinging to a 4-3 lead. slew of changes on both sides here. Let's get to them as quickly as possible. Returning to third base now, Spencer Dickinson gets there for the North Stars. New center fielder coming into the ball game is Preston Gukin. New second baseman coming into the ball game is Taj Vera Cruz. And a new pitcher, Ryan Gervais, will face off with a pinch hitter, Jacob Mejia. Did you get all that? Right-hander Gervais comes home, gets a ground ball foul, 0-1. So again, your changes, Gukin in center, Vera Cruz the second baseman. Defensively moving is Spencer Dickinson to third base. And again, a pinch hitter, Jacob Mejia, takes over for Julian Payne, who ended up going 1 for 2 today with a single, the extra hitter out of the 4 spot. Another ground ball foul, this time on the opposite side of the diamond. It'll be Mejia, then Preston Buck and Santiago Sandoval due up here this inning. Kick and deal, here it comes with 2 strikes. Got it off the foot. We're in the bottom of the 6th. North Stars holding on right now to a 4-3 lead. So long as this is a quick inning, we should be able to play the 7th. We're at 1 hour 46 right now. We started on the nose at 9, and it's 10:46 a.m. Another game coming up at 11:30. Good battle here for Jacob Mejia. Mejia 8 for his first 21. Checks in at 381, reaching base at a 524 clip. Of his 8 hits, 6 of them singles, a double and a triple for him this year. Gervais trying to get the first out of this 6th inning. Bounce towards second base. Vera Cruz, the new second baseman, will sidearm to first for the first out. Here's the final line here for Kenny Keller, who stands to win this ball game. 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned that came across in the 5th. He didn't walk anybody. He hit 1, but struck out 5. Again, he is in line for the victory today. So 1 out, Preston Buck, 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a flyout. Coming back with it. Swing and a miss. Trying to make quick work here. Coming back. Called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Preston Buck down looking for the 2nd time today. 2 up, 2 down. Santiago Sandoval now was robbed on a miraculous play by Dylan Baker in the 4th inning that at that point kept the chill off of the board. It was bounced off of Keller's glove. Baker had to change directions, bare hand and throw to first on an incredible play to end the inning and leave runners stranded. First pitch to Sandoval misses. Santiago hasn't gotten the ball out of the infield just yet, but he does have a hit. 2-0. Temperature's starting to creep up a little bit. We're nearing triple digits today. 3-0. Coming back now. 4-pitch walk. That's the first walk by North Stars pitching today. Hunter Bostatter is going to pinch hit for Derek Wagler. So Bostatter for Wagler. The shortstop, Wagler went 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Runner at first base with 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. That's 5 straight out of the zone since getting Preston Buck on 3 pitches. All of a sudden can't find the strike zone. That's 6 straight 2-0. The North Stars come to bat in the 7th inning. They got 9, 10, and 1, beginning with Josh Payton. Well, actually, now that'll be Taj Veracruz. Three and 0. This is all part of the grand plan. Ryan Gervais trying to elongate this inning so they don't get the 7th and don't get another opportunity to tie the game. Just kidding. That's back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Jared Grenz will enter the ballgame for the 3rd time today. He was a courtesy runner twice, and now is going to bat for Amaral. Tying run at second base here for the Chill with 2 outs. Back-to-back free passes. And Gervais now struggling to find the strike zone. We'll see if Jared Grenz is aggressive in this at-bat or if he'll let Gervais fill it out. Fights one off. It's 0-1. Jared Grenz is 3 for his first 19 this year. This is his 9th game appeared in. Oh, 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner's going to go for third. They'll throw to second instead. Now have a run down. Baker throws to first. It gets away. That's going to tie the ball game. It's 4-all, but we got a collision at first base. I think that might have hit Hunter Bostatter. He is down face first, chest to the dirt. I don't know if that throw got a piece of him. That'll go as a throwing error on Dylan Baker, but bigger fish to fry. Bostatter is down. They're calling out the trainers. That is a crucial error. Bostatter is safe at first. They're going to get a courtesy runner. This is JT Amaral who's going to run it first. Or at least he's coming out to see if he will. I think that ball got a piece of him. Upstairs. I guess that's how it looks right now. He's really shaken up. He's on his own 2 feet, which is a great sign. Right now, Amaral is at second, so I'm assuming that ball went into the dugout on the throwing error, which would move the runner up 90 feet. Didn't really pay attention to the umpire. I was keeping my eye on Hunter Bostatter. Again, is still trying to stay in this ball game if he can. That is, by the way, a blown save. Bostetter can't stay in the game. He's going to walk off. So that ball, they will say, sailed into the dugout. So it will be Amaral at second. So that's the official ruling there. What a wild and wacky way to tie the game. That's 4 unanswered for the Chill now. We're still in the bottom of the 6th, and it's 4-all. 2 outs for Jared Grenz, batting for the first time today. Gervais comes home with it. Ground ball chopped to short. Ooh, Baker makes the stab, throws to first to get him out of the inning. That was very dangerous. Amaral was right in front of him, nearly blocking the ball. Last second reach for Dylan Baker. He gets it and throws across the diamond to end the frame, but damage done. Here we are tied, headed into the 7th. It's 4-4. And we'll likely, yes, we will play the top of the 7th inning as we approach the 2-hour mark. We'll see how far we get to the top of 7, 4-all. Brand new contest as we enter the 7th. Taj Veracruz will lead it off here against Driscoll as the North Stars try to find their first run since the 2nd inning. Breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Taj Veracruz took over for Josh Payton defensively. One and one. Off the bat, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. After him, it's scheduled Alex Light and Dylan Baker. Well, I guess it would be Preston Gookin and then Dylan Baker. Slow roller, foul. Third base side will stick it at 1-2. We're 1 minute from the 2-hour mark and have a game after this one. One ball and 2 strikes on Taj Veracruz. Breaking ball, didn't give it to him. Crossed the plate high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So that was right on the edge. Thought about it. Two. Driscoll for his 3rd inning of work. Got him to swing and miss for the first out. Brings up Gukin, the defensive replacement, takes over for Alex Light, who went 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice RBI single. Stolen bag twice, actually, and a run scored. Very busy day for Alex Light. In the dirt, 1-0. If we have enough time for the bottom of the 7th. 9, 10, and 1 for the Chill. Line towards right center field. It will not hang up. Gukin aboard, represents the go-ahead run here in the 7th. Pulled down the line, foul. Dylan Baker 1 for 3 today with a single. North Stars saw a 4-0 lead disappear. That hit him. First pitch swinging is going to be skied into center field. They will make the grab, runner will bluff a tag. Be a ball to Kyle Sakin. There are 2 outs here in the inning. First and second they stand. We are tied at 4. Breaky ball, a strike, 1-1. Sakin scorched one earlier in the ball game, but it was a foul ball. He is 1 for 2 today with a single. He's really pulling the baseball today against Austin Stover. And here against Dawson Driscoll, second time he faces him. Came back and hit him in the shoulder, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Spencer Dickinson trying to get the job done. Bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch to Dickinson is downstairs, 1-0. Blake Conrad behind the plate, needs to be a wall right now. North Stars again led this ball game 4-0 and let 4 come back. Popped up, playable on the infield. And that will end the top of the 7th. The North Stars load the bases but cannot score. Will we play the bottom of the 7th? We have breached 2 hours here with another game supposed to start here at 11:30. And it looks like they never give us a grand gesture on ever we're going to play the bottom of the 7th or not. No one's moving. And they always love to take their sweet time, too, in these situations because I think everybody just doesn't know. And it looks like we will play the bottom of the 7th inning. Tied at 4 regardless will be the last half inning here in this one. Still tied at 4 as we go there. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Bryce Sermonelli will lead things off. First trip to the plate for him, as he leads off in the 9th spot. Tie ball game at 4. This will be our last inning. First pitch of ball, 1-0. Sarmiento was originally in this 9th spot, finished 0 for 2 today. The 1-0 pitch. High and away, 2 balls and no strikes. We do have 2 39s on the roster, so I'm going to venture a guess that it's actually the center fielder here is Christian Gabriel. 3 balls, no strikes. So I'm going to venture a guess that it's Christian Gabriel in center. And it was actually Preston Gukin who hit for Fuller in that 7th inning. That's a 4-pitch walk to put the winning run aboard. 3rd walk for Ryan Gervais. This is Kyle Schultz. Pinch hitting. A strike called, 0-1. There's a bouncing ball down the line. Eric Kelly, full out effort at first. No balls and 2 strikes. Try and lay down a bunt here. Takes it back, 1-2. That's gutsy with 2 strikes. It always is. Coming here looking for game 2. Blue Sox Lumberjacks will likely not be starting on time here today. Popped up a bunt with 2 strikes. That'll be the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for Ryan Gervais. Blake Conrad to the plate, a 2-run double in the 5th. If he pulls one down the line, you might see Sermonelli's off to the races. Trying to win this ball game. Lined out towards right center field, angling backwards, reaching up. It's over the head of Fuller. How fast is Bryce Sermonelli? He hits third and is going to stop on the brakes. The throw gets away. He's coming to the plate. He's going to score, and the Chill walk it off. Ball game. Comeback complete. 5-4 the final. The throw was sailed, the stop sign was on, they turned the gas back on, and he comes all the way from first to complete the comeback here on Sunday morning. Final score, 5-4. The Chill take one away from the North Stars. What an ending to this one. The Chill never went away, never gave up, and are able to steal a victory away from the Stars today. Again, your final in this one is 5-4. Final run comes in at 11:11 a.m. Make a wish. Chill, you're granted. It's 5-4 the final. Don't forget, coming up next, we got another one. Blue Sox and Lumberjacks is coming up next. Again, we were slated for 11:30, likely not to be at 11:30 now. We got to turn the field over and get the boys warm and ready to go. What a victory here today. Ryan Gervais suffers the loss. The win will go to Dawson Driscoll. It took us 2 hours and 11 minutes. That third error on the North Stars defense ultimately does them in. We'll be back here shortly. Again, happy Independence Day to all. Final score one last time. Chill walk it off. 5-4 the final. We'll talk to you here shortly from Palm Springs Stadium.